Hi dude, namaste dostan. Hello. Today I want to talk about a controversial topic. I know that most of the Indians do not like to hear this kind of things, but reality sometimes is bitter. And of course, we have to add this thing that thank God we have so many educated people in India that they agree with me. I'm sure that these days you definitely watch some contents against the nature of India from those kind of people who come to India for any kind of intention. Start saying that India is not in the way that we expected. India is full of trash. But why? Why most of them nowadays start saying such thing? Is this real or no? They just want to offend us. Unfortunately, and with all my sadness, the answer is yes. India is not as beautiful as Bollywood most of the time try to show. I am not talking as any person except I am talking as a human only. More than that, yes, of course, I am from Iran, but my husband is from India, so of course India matters to me. Even I try to criticize the problem that we have in our country. In this era, there are some standards, and these standards must exist in the country. Look, and if I am using any kind of subject like they, it does not mean all the Indian. No, we have so many nice people who respect the nature, and if I'm right, in particular in northeast of India. So if I am using the subject they, I'm talking about the majority. The mindset that they have about the concept freedom and the mindset that they don't have about the word nature. People start talking to me in this way that enjoy being in India. You can do whatever you want in India. You can pee, you can speed, and you can litter. And they talk in a way as if it is a pride. It is a pride to litter and to make everywhere filthy and stinky. First of all, the word freedom, what is it? And do we have any kind of absolute freedom? Freedom, as the word and vocabulary is clear, means to be free and released from everything. But do we have any kind of absolute and complete freedom? It is something that is not in our control. It is not in our hand that we can do something about it. It is something that has to do with the creature system, and naturally it is not devoted to only and only human being. What do I mean by that? It's easy to understand. Just listen to this sentence that I am trying to say. The growth has to do with these two sentences. Number one, to do something, and number two, not to do something. To do something and not to do something have to do with almost freedom, not absolute freedom. And you cannot find anywhere about the plants, about the animals. They never have the absolute freedom. Imagine that there is a hen here, okay? There is a hen here and it is eating something. But suddenly it understands that, okay, there's a lion near me. So, but I want to eat this thing. No, I want to do the thing that I want. So what happens? Definitely it get hunted. In everything, you can find a structure that without not doing and not being according to that structure, there is nothing like achieving that final goal. That even the democratic country has its own structure. Why? Because of course everything is supposed to have the structure. Please put this mind on the side that human needs a absolute freedom, because it is something very false. It is so false. It is too false to even talk about it. Till now we come to this point that of course freedom is not equal to absolute freedom. We have both positive freedom and negative freedom. And for doing something positive, of course, we have to do those positive freedom things and stop or avoid doing those negative freedom things. Now, let's talk about not having any kind of clear mindset about nature. Well, I myself believe that understanding not littering our places or not making our places, our nature dirty and stinky are not some things that they just come from the education and from the school and from the every academic centers. It is in the human instinct. Why? Because also we are from the nature, and our life, our living is dependent on the nature. We breathe because there are some green plants that make the air fresh and make the air oxygen full. We are still alive because we can eat and drink. And what are the sources of our drinking and eating? The sources are from the main source, nature. Yeah, that garbage collector must do this. It is not my thing. Oh, I feel so gang. I am from a democratic country. In our country, there must not be any kind of like limitation. Sometimes the limitation, let's just believe it. We have to believe it. Sometimes the limitations make us grow. It is not like this. Okay, you have exam. It is not like this that okay, I have exam, but I don't want to study. I want the full mark. I don't want to study, but I want the full mark. So how is it possible? Limit yourself, study properly, and have your full mark. In this era, we are in 2025, okay? So in this era, we must not have this kind of things in our country that even the it is the darkest point that even those educated people think in this way that yeah, I feel so gang if I litter and if I make my places stinky because I am living in a democratic and free country. It is the dark and bitter point about it. In Iran, of course, even in Iran we see some trashes, but we look at them in another way. We say that okay, they are from low level family, and low level we don't mean the financial thing. No. As the person who likes India and who respect the respectful people, I'm here to ask government, media, and every effective platform, of course, even the schools, even academic systems and places. I am here to ask that please put your strongest concentration on this mindset. Well, that is a topic about which I wanted to talk since the time I come to India. Take care and bye bye.